Hey everyone, it's Felicia here, and I wanted to do my coming out story. Coming out for me was a struggle, and I think that I can help people out there, and if I help only one person, then this video is going to be all worth it. So let's begin. When I was young, I always had signs that maybe I was a bit different and I wasn't like a girl should be. Now, what I mean by that is I wouldn't want to wear dresses. I don't like wearing high heels. I didn't really play with dolls. I would mostly play with like my brother's stuff. And I would want to play every single sport all the time. I didn't think this was much of a light shining and telling me like, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay. But I thought it was just something normal that a few girls go through at a young age. I didn't think it was something wrong, and it was nothing wrong. Then I grew into high school. Now the way where I live, what happens is you go straight from elementary school to high school. So you enter high school at 12 years old. In my third year of high school, when I was 14 years old, I was not with any of my friends, and I was in a different class with only one person I really knew. So I decided to start being friends with her, and we became friends extremely fast. At that year in October, I got a boyfriend, and our relationship lasted for 3 months after he broke up with me in a harsh way, and I still won't forget what happened. At that point, I decided maybe I should start thinking about myself a bit more and start trying to figure out who I was and what's going on with me, because I knew something was different. So I just pushed the thoughts at the back of my mind like most people do when they start figuring out maybe they are gay or bi. And I didn't want to think about it. But that worked for a few weeks after I started thinking about it again. And that happened at the same time I had my trip to Florida for the music competition I was working for since the beginning of the year. We go to Florida for a music competition, but we go there for a week, although the competition is only on one day. So the other days we go at amusement parks and we do activities. So in every single amusement park ride, I would want to hold my best friend's hand. And my other friends would kind of wonder why, but we were young, so they thought it was just things best friends do, and so did I, and so did she. But after that, we realized that maybe it wasn't just because we were best friends, but we actually had something going on. She had a boyfriend at that time, so that's why they didn't think maybe there was something going on. And after we came back from that trip, I had a bad moment in my life. I had dark thoughts and I would self-harm, but I don't want to talk about it much in this video. If ever you guys want me to talk about that story, maybe I'll do it in another video, but not in this one. I kind of shut down every single person for a while I was seeing a lot of psychologists and social workers. I would still talk with people, but they all knew, and I didn't want it to be a big deal. I would try to cover out my scars and everything, but I don't want to talk about it. After a few weeks, I started feeling better, and I decided to start thinking a bit more about what was going on with my feelings and my attractions and everything. So I was talking to my friends during lunchtime, and we kind of fooled around a bit about two of my friends hiding behind a lunchbox. So then we were like, oh my god, you guys, you were kissing. And we said like, yeah, no, that's impossible, you guys are straight and everything. And then one said, well, I'm actually bi. We're like, ah, you're kidding, blah blah blah, you're straight, you're totally straight, like there's no way you're bi and everything. And she continued on pushing the fact that she was bisexual. And when she came out, that was her way of doing it. I just stopped and froze, and first of all, I felt extremely bad because I kept saying, no, you're straight and everything. And second of all, I thought, oh my god, like, I'm not the only one feeling something for girls. So I just, okay, so I just shut down completely. I went to my class, my third class of the day, and it was math, and I remember writing to my best friend on a piece of paper, that's how we communicated in class, saying, oh my god, this friend is bisexual, like, oh my god, I'm not homophobic or anything, but you know, like, and I was extremely panicking, and she was like, whoa, calm down, she's just attracted to girls at the same time. But it was just something for me, it meant so much because it was extremely terrifying, because I realized, okay, I'm not alone, I have to do something about it. That's when I decided to talk about how I felt to my best friend, and she told me that she felt the same. And then that's when I actually told her, like, okay, well, you should end what's going on with your boyfriend if you're not even sure you love him. So she did, and we decided to try out and see if we were attracted to each other, and that's when we kissed, and we realized we loved girls, and we started dating 4 days after. She asked me out, and up to this day, 2.5 years after, we're still dating, and I love her so much. That's how I figured out I was gay. Alright, so how I came out to people around me. Coming out to my mom was something I was afraid of, but I wasn't afraid she would kick me out of the house. I was mostly afraid that she would see me differently. I knew she accepted gay people, but maybe having a gay daughter wouldn't be something she wanted. So I still had this fear that she wouldn't want to be around me anymore or something like that. So I decided to come out right before going to work. That way, if ever she had something or whatever, she had the day to think about it before actually telling me or anything. So I said everything out right before going to work, and she kind of quickly said she loved me and no matter what and whatever. But I ran out the door and said, like, oh, I gotta go. But I told her in a way because she had doubts that I was dating my girlfriend, but I kept denying it for so long, and how I came out was telling her that she was right and she understood what I was talking about. And I never told her I was bi or straight or gay or anything. I didn't put a label to my coming out. I just said I had a girlfriend.